Okay, my name is Mary. I have 3 kids, a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
What's your name?
Katara.
I'm Bella Jackson.
My name is Samantha Simpson, and I have 3 kids. I have an 11-year-old boy, an 8-year-old girl, and a 2-year-old boy.
My name is Latisha Cody Johnson, well, Johnson Cody, and I have 3 children, ages 2, 3, and 4. It'd be about 3 to 4 hours. I have to leave at 7 or 6:30, between 6:30 to 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and I normally don't have to be to work till probably about 11, 12. I would drop them off at daycare, and I would have to be at work at a certain time, so I would have to hurry up and drop them off to be outside within 10 minutes to get the next bus coming back. Actually, it's probably less than 10 minutes, but you know how it is with kids. It's going to take longer than 10 minutes to kind of drop them off.
My husband, when he was working at McDonald's before we got our vehicle, he would get off at like midnight on Tunnel Road, and for a while he was riding his bike home, and then someone stole his bike off our porch. So then he would just sleep there, like outside McDonald's, until the bus came at 7 the next morning. That's a problem a lot of working people have. Is like we have a lot of service industry workers who get off really late, and then what do you do when you're working minimum wage? You don't want to spend like your whole shift on cab fare.
About work, the only bad thing is I can't get home at night because I work till like 11 or 12 some nights.
Yes, they definitely need to run on Sundays because some people work on Sundays. Yeah. And if you don't have a car, how are you going to get to work?
And trying to get everything on the bus at once, and there's nowhere to put your groceries. It was just a mess. It was so hard. And then if that bus got back late, then you'd miss the bus back to Hillcrest and have to wait half an hour, and like all your frozen food would be melted. And
I have to worry about, okay, can I grab what I need within the time period that the bus is going to be coming back so I can get home in a timely manner. And then I have to carry the groceries and deal with the children. And you are only allowed so much baggage on the bus, so it's kind of hard. And you know, you can drop something, they'll just sit there and look at you or pull off on you if you're not ready to step on the bus when they pull up.
You know, I have a toddler, so if I have him, I have to hold him. I have to fold up my stroller, and then I have to carry bags. So I'll either have bags on my arm, or I'll have, I always have a backpack. You can always tell bus drivers at the grocery store because they have backpacks. And my kids will have backpacks, and they always take a backpack and take a grocery bag. But
they would just let you know that like your groceries weren't supposed to be on the seat, but they weren't supposed to be in the aisle either. And then if you have kids in your lap, it's like, well, where do I put them? But now you're only supposed to have like 3 bags of groceries, which is crazy if you're trying to feed a whole family. Yeah. Like you have to shop pretty frequently.
Yeah. If I can't find a ride to get the bulk of the things that I need, then I'm back and forth to the grocery store like every other day. Yeah. And then, of course, on the weekends I have to really pack it in there, or maybe carry a backpack because buses don't run on Sunday. So I have to make sure I have a meal for that day as well.
So we got off one bus, and before we could even walk to the other bus, it pulled out before it was supposed to. And we were on our way to a doctor's appointment. And so we literally walked from the transfer center, I think it was down McDowell, towards like Mission, where all those doctor's offices is, for about 20 minutes. And my kids had already been in school all day. They were tired.
Their doctor's office is Asheville Pediatrics, and that is all the way on Sweeten Creek Road. Just to take me there, it takes 2 hours. And to get me back, it takes 2 hours. I have to, that bus only runs every hour. So, yeah, it's crazy.
The doctor office, now that's a journey I hate because I have to go from West Asheville all the way to Mayheck Family, which they just moved out to Hendersonville Road, and there's no bus that goes up that long hill. So they have a shuttle, but that's not always reliable. Like you have to let them know that, okay, I'm on my way. Can the shuttle meet me at the bus stop? But if the bus is late, then I have to walk up the hill. And there's only one bus route that goes out that way. So I'm either having to wait or I'm late.
And the first time to take Tafari to his appointment on the bus, but because the Hillcrest bus was late and I missed the connection. From then on, I would use Mountain Mobility, which isn't much better because they pick you up really early because then they pick up other people and distribute you. So it's still a very long process, but it's more of a legitimate excuse to your provider because it's already hard to find Medicaid, doctors who will accept Medicaid. So then when you find one, you know, you don't want to lose it because you're late or you missed an appointment.
My son was suspended off the school bus. He wasn't the only kid. He's usually a pretty good kid, but he was acting up, so he got a 5-day suspension off the school bus. So I had to take him to school and pick him up from school. The whole week, basically, I couldn't have any appointments. Thank God I didn't have a job during the day or was a single mom because I wouldn't be able to have gotten him to school. So it took me about an hour and a half to get him there and back in the morning, or get myself back in the morning, and an hour and a half to get him, pick him up and bring him home in the afternoon. So it was a lot more work than most people think, you know. And then just that Friday of that week, I just was like, I'm not doing it again. I'm not taking the baby out in the snow. You know, we all shouldn't have to suffer because, you know, he's in trouble. So he just stayed home and missed school on Friday because I was worn out. Like, we can't attend things at their school in the evening because our bus stops running at 6:30. That's the last bus to where I live. So a lot of things like at school events that you want to go to, parents' night or a show and birthday parties, like sometimes they'll get a birthday party and I'm like, well, if we can get there on the bus, you can go. But if we can't.
The bus is frustrating here to me. It is very, very frustrating because I have 3 kids and they're all toddlers and they're all stepping stones. So I have my 3-year-old, well, my 4-year-old holding her 3-year-old sister's hand. I have 1 over here, so I have 2 over here, and you're walking. You know, you have sidewalks. There's only a limited amount of space on sidewalks.
Right.
It's crazy. You're scared of them running off, going in the street. And
they don't do things with kids in mind. There's, you know, a lot of bus stops right on busy streets, and that's very hard, especially with groceries, just trying to keep your children safe, you know, especially toddler-age boys.
Well, to stop across the street from Ingles, for one, you know, it's right there at the road. There's nowhere for the children to be in a safe area. Sometimes I don't even feel safe, you know, standing there because it's so close to the road.